Hey everybody, Liz here. I've skipped a couple days because my kids were visiting. It was so super fun. Twin grandkids. All right, today I want to talk about a Neville Goddard technique. Who isn't talking about Neville Goddard, right? He's a great 19th century mystic. I do find him to be the finest New Thought or mental diet author out there and mystic. I want to talk to you today about something I don't see creators doing. I like to do my own shiz, and that is manifesting for others. Now, if you read the works of like Connie Mendez and like Francis Scovel Shin, they talk about giving prescriptions, like prescriptive affirmations. Joseph Murphy did this too, giving people things to say. And then Edgar Casey, Phineas Quimby, who else? And I think Scovel Shin, I think also Connie Mendez, they would also actually do a manifestation for the person. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but this is my memory that they would actually manifest on someone's behalf. And Neville Goddard did it too. He had a radio show. People would ask him, "Do it for me," and so he would often craft a really beautiful imaginal scene for them. So we're going to talk about why you would do that, how to do it, easy peasy, probably 7 minutes or less, right? How are you doing today? You fine? I'm fine. I hope you're doing super well. All right. So why would you do this for somebody else? Most of us think about manifesting for our own self. And that's fantastic and wonderful because at the end of the day, you are the I am. You are the I am God. I was just talking to a client about this earlier. So it's fresh in my mind. One fun thing about doing this for someone else is that you have a level of detachment to the outcome. So you can watch the manifestation without going, "Oh my God, I want him. I want the money. I want the car. I want the place. I want the job. I want the business." And through the detachment, you can see yourself actually manifest and prove to yourself that you do it. Another thing it's nice to do. It's nice to do. It's a delightful way to prove that manifestation or getting that manifestation works. This is a bit akin to Neville Goddard's the knot ladder technique. By the way, it's kind of funny. I watch creators. I watch a lot of you creators. It's super interesting for me because I don't want to copy, but I kind of see the trends. A couple of weeks ago, it was a lot of people were talking about the do the knot ladder technique. Then it was do the rote affirmations technique. And I don't know if people are copying each other or it's in the mass consciousness, but it's kind of interesting. But this is a little bit like the knot ladder technique, which basically Neville Goddard proves to his new students. He would prove to his new students that imagining climbing a ladder at the end of the day as you're falling asleep, to imagine yourself putting a foot on a ladder step by step and climbing a ladder is much more powerful than doing affirmations. He would have people night by night imagine climbing a ladder. And then during the day, he would have you write on post-it notes, whatever they had back in the day, and posting, "I will not climb a ladder. I will not climb a ladder. I will not climb a ladder." Whenever you think about during the day, you think, "I will not climb a ladder." And usually between 3 days and 2 weeks, you're climbing a ladder. So that was also a way to prove. This is another fun way to prove that manifesting works. You can do the ladder technique if you want. I've never done that. Um, that also reminds me of the other fun technique is if you're so down and out about something like, "I'll never find love," or "I'll never be financially free," that can work because your subconscious doesn't like to hear the word not. So if you're really down and out, it's another cute technique, which also, by the way, was a trend a few months back that I saw on the creators on YouTube. All right. So here's some things I want you to think about. Uh, when you're sitting around and people just start to crab, moan, and complain, like, "Did you hear about Ida? Oh my gosh, the breast cancer and the thing, and her husband left her, and she's got the 4 kids, and one kid's autistic." I'm riffing, but like, "Oh my gosh," and then the car didn't break. Oh my gosh, poor Ida. She's just down, and oh my God. And then everyone's going, "Oh my God, well, she might have deserved it because she did that thing at one time." And oh my God, and you're like, "Ah, yeah, I don't know." And you just get bitchy or gossipy or moany, or I call it the misery tour, where you just whine, moan, and complain on someone's behalf. It's kind of delicious for many of us at the time to either criticize, complain, whine, moan, gossip. I remember my ex-sister-in-law said to me, like, "Liz," she's from New York, "Liz, we gossip. We're humans, is what we do." And I just never believed it at the time. But yes, we do. It is delicious at times to gossip. But you're sitting there and you're whining and moaning on someone's behalf, like, "Oh my gosh," and then the car died, and then she had to move across state, and then she lost her job, and he did this, but then this happened to him, and then the disease, and well, if you're it doesn't help the person you're talking about to continue to do the misery tour around them, to complain on their behalf, whether they're around or not, because it just continues. Everything, everyone is you pushed out, remember, at least most of it is. So if you're whining and complaining about someone or something in their presence or on their behalf, you create more of that reality for them. And so what I invite you to do, if you feel like changing, if it's delicious for you to gossip and criticize or, you know, complain on someone's behalf, by all means, have at it. I do it too at times, but you can also try to, in your mind, I wouldn't tell the people you're with, like, that's not nice. I wouldn't just get weird with your group of people. Just go try to go as neutral as you can. Like, I don't know. I think she'll feel better. I bet she'll feel better next week. And just go neutral if possible. And then in your own mind to yourself, you just say, I do not consent to this conversation, right? Because then you, by the way, as you're telling yourself very sad stories, you're taking it in, it's going inside you, causing you problems. I'm telling you, if you whine and moan and complain, you'll have a whine, moan, and complain life, and things will begin to happen to you as well as the person you're talking about, and as well as the other people in the group or on the phone or on the chat. So you can not consent, and then you begin in your own mind, or when you're home in the safety of your home or in your meditative space with a cup of tea like I have, you can just go, you can just imagine a really beautiful imaginal scene for them. Like I was doing it for my family this week. I was just imagining this couple with their twins, like, oh my gosh, they do so well. They're doing so well as a couple. They're going to have a love for they have a love for the ages. They're raising those twins so beautifully well and right. The twins are so healthy and happy. And my daughter has the job of her dreams and she's making money. They're millionaires and they just have the most beautiful home. And as a matter of fact, they have a bedroom dedicated for me when grandma comes. They call me Cece when Cece comes to visit. So I sent that to her instead of throughout the days they were here, instead of, oh my God, the twins, they never go to sleep. Well, they just go to sleep. That's delicious to do at times, but if you want to try, you can just turn it around. Again, maybe not being weird in public with other people, but in the quiet of your own space, you can begin to bless them. And you'll see it happen. You'll see it happen. If you can get out of that whiny space and move into the blessing space, you can bless people. That's what pastors have been doing it for years, when they're good ones. um, so the other times when someone asks you for physical help, like someone's down and out and they need money or they're sick and they need a ride to the hospital. And obviously, if you want to help them in physical reality, by all means, give them some money, let them stay on the couch, get them to the doctor, do something, get them away from that person, whatever it is. But if you can't, or if you choose not to, you can also bless them in this same way. Instead of, giving someone $500 a month to pay off their whatever, because you feel it's been a little bit irresponsible of them. Yeah, do the thing if you want. As well as that, or instead of that, you can again bless them. Like I have a friend of mine I know she's a young girl and she's just pretty much, I'll just say a pothead right now. She's not working. And instead of going, I don't feel like helping her out because she's not living her own life. Many of us would do that, right? I just simply bless her and think, oh my gosh, she has the best job. She has so much fun going to it. She's getting promotions all the time. They love her at work. She loves to work and she's paying her bills. It's beautiful. She and her boyfriend have a beautiful new apartment, whatever. So it's better to think along those lines. I know if this is kind of new stuff for you for manifesting for others, it may seem crazy if you don't want to do it, but I wanted to offer you this and drop this seed for you today that you can actually do it for other people and you could see changes. And you could do it on your own behalf too. I mean, again, there's a little bit of overlap with manifesting a specific person. You can have people show up in your life like you want, whether it's your mom, your daughter, a lover, and you can have them show up like you want them to by doing the same thing. It's very similar to revising history. It's very similar to doing what I call a rainmaker journal, which is taking a journal and a page in a composition book or something and simply writing out the perfect day with them, the day that you'd like to have, your dream day with the person, or your dream conversation with the person you have a confrontation with, like a coworker or a friend or a parent or a sibling or a child. You can, cousin, I could go on, but you can actually work out those conversations by revising that history. You see, it's all of a piece. You can manifest. All of this is manifesting. But Neville Goddard says that imaginal scene is so much more important than even any affirmations you could do. So I would even say, if you want to manifest on someone's behalf, you can just take 2 minutes out of your day and just imagine that beautiful scene for them and just send them off really super well. If you really want to help someone who's down and out, you could do it 3 times a day for 5 minutes. Set a timer and just get to the feeling place of being really happy. You're walking around their house. They're showing you their beautiful home. You say they have a marriage certificate. They finally got married. They have 2 beautiful children or whatever. They're going to They're going to the islands on vacation. You can just imagine a beautiful life for them. This is not trying to tell people what to do or heal them in the way you think or have them, do what you think they should do. It's just for their best interests. And you could watch the manifestation explode and blossom. So go ahead and try it and come back and put in the comments if you tried manifesting on someone else's behalf. I'll be back soon. Talk to you soon. Bye.